Hello friends, Del Ballou back again with another art tutorial. This time I'm going to be painting on this 10 by 20 vertical canvas. It's been calling out to me to fill it up with something beautiful. So that's what I'm going to do. And the other object I had in this particular painting was to fill up just about the only space left in my house. I like for things to be orderly and certainly not confusing in my visual field, and I don't want my visitors to be overwhelmed with stuff to look at. So hopefully this will be better than stuff to begin with. And I'm going to be dealing with a few problem-solving issues in this video, and so I hope you will stay around. Excuse me. I'm going to be setting this up to speed up the process so that it won't be as boring as watching ice melt. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back momentarily to get started. Okay, let's get started. I have decided to paint from a photograph that I took at Magnolia Plantation in Charleston, South Carolina, and right away I realized that the photograph is not going to work as it is because it is horizontal, and here is the photograph, and it's not going to work because even if I turn it sideways, the flowers are going to be facing this way, and because of where I'm going to hang it, which was important for me in deciding where to hang it as to how I was going to compose this painting. Now, what I had to do was to put it back in my computer and do some flipping with it so that now it looks like this. In addition, I had to crop off the parts that I didn't need in order to have a vertical composition. Now, the next situation that I had to deal with excuse me, is how to make it, how to enlarge it so that it would fill up more of my space. Now, some people don't think that it's a good idea to paint from photographs. I think it's fine if it is your photograph. Now, when I photograph with a composition in mind because I primarily photograph for later painting that same scene. So in this case, I have decided then to put the photograph into Picasso, and I had to enlarge it, and I printed it out in the pencil format so that all the color was removed from it. Now you may notice that I have some issues over here because my flower, even in my photograph, my flower is not complete at the top, so I had to improvise a bit on it. But after I got the painting in pencil format, got it printed out, enlarged, then I took a piece of graphite paper and transferred my drawing right onto my canvas. And this, some people may think, is cheating, but in fact it is not. It is actually one way of getting into the process without too much time and effort. And in this case, as I said, it's my photograph. I would caution you about using photographs and paintings only if they don't belong to you. If they don't belong to you, then you need to get permission from the photographer or the artist if you're painting from somebody else's work. In this case, it is mine, so it's okay. But you want to avoid copyright infringement issues. Okay, once I have made my drawing, then it's time to begin painting. And first I'm just going to be painting a wash just to fill in the spaces. And let's get started. One of the lessons that I learned in this painting was that my reds are all very transparent. Therefore, when I painted over my first layer, my red, I found that those layers of brush strokes were showing through, and I had not been careful about how I was making those brush strokes. So I was not very happy with that, and as a result, I had to paint over these flowers 2 or 3 times in order to get the look that I wanted. So, lesson learned, those poor brush strokes underneath. So, problem solved. I just have had to do several layers over the top. And perhaps when I'm finished with everything else, I may have to go back and do that again. And this is even without liquid in some instances. But what I'm doing now is trying to justify all of these shapes in the background. As I mentioned before, the leaves of the poppy plant are very unusual, and this particular composition, especially based on the photograph that I'm using, is very complicated. So I'm trying now, in this stage, to simplify this background, and also trying to use some contrast in the background to simplify this entire composition in regard to the leaves. Another thing I'm doing in this background is to create some contrast by using some dark shapes. You'll see that I'm continuing with my background and continuing to try to simplify it. And in addition to that, I'm trying to tone down some of the background colors of my leaves. And my next stage will be to go back over with some highlight and simplify things further before I call this painting finished. And we're looking now at the bottom of the painting, in which there are stems coming up, and in the photograph there aren't very many leaves right down at the bottom. And part of my idea about simplifying is not to pay much attention to reality in the photograph, but the bottom and the top. That I'm continuing with my background and continuing to try to simplify it. And in addition to that, I'm trying to tone down some of the background colors of my leaves. And my next stage will be to go back over with some highlight and simplify things further before I call this painting finished. Hello friends, let me take a little moment out here for my painting and sort of describe what it is I've been working on. As I've mentioned before, the leaves of a poppy bloom are actually different than, say, most leaves that are, sort of heart-shaped, but the leaves on a poppy plant actually have a lot of little ruffles and so forth, and trying to stay somewhat true to my photograph. I'm trying to do that and at the same time remain a little bit more abstract. I don't want it to be too fixed in reality, but I have gone back through in order, as I said, to simplify, and I've added a little more darkness in here, and I'm still working on these leaves to create the highlights and the shadows within the leaves in addition to the background shadow effect. but it's a tedious process. But if you want a product in the end that is something that you like, you enjoy, and hopefully we'll have some good comments from friends and admirers of your work, you really do have to put in the time. Well, friends, the painting is all finished and hanging exactly where I had planned for it to be, and I'm pretty well satisfied with not only the painting itself, but the position that I have chosen for it. So I hope you have learned something through this video, this art tutorial, and please like, share, comment, and certainly subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for watching. You may see some of my paintings and photographs on my website, www.delbaloo.com, and I'm also on artwanted.com/Del. So thank you again for watching.